Hi, crafty friends. Melissa Minor here. Thanks so much for joining me on my YouTube channel. Today, I'm creating a layout using the January 2026 My Creative Scrapbook main kit. Now, if you haven't seen this kit, I do have a full unboxing on my channel. Here's a little snippet of the unboxing video, but this kit is filled, as you can see, with lots of simple stories, simple vintage flannel items, as well as some thickers, and we've got some 49 in market rub-ons. We get a cut file. There's so many good things. So I have chosen this piece of pattern paper from the collection, and I want to do some tearing. So it's really hard when you have a 12 by 12 piece of paper to cut the paper unless because it doesn't fit in your trimmer. So I'm using a water brush here, and I am just painting on the water of where I want to tear this, and this is going to make it so much easier to tear. I bought this tearing ruler a while back thinking I would use it all the time, and this is the first time I'm using it, so I'm pretty excited about it. But this is the We Are Makers tear ruler, and yeah, I really like the way that turned out. That was super easy. I'm definitely going to have to pull this tool out some more. Now I'm bringing in my distressing tool here, and I'm just distressing the edges. It had a good finish on it, but I'm just tearing it just like a little bit more to show more of that white edge. Okay, I'm going to lay this onto my white piece of cardstock. I've got two pictures that I want to scrapbook today, and these are me shoveling. So funny story about these. We got like, I think it was like 12 inches of snow, close to 12 inches, and I didn't shovel the driveway. Dale has a bad back, so he cannot shovel the driveway. So I am the person that takes care of that. And I don't know, we didn't do it the first time. So, and then we got 5 more inches, and by that time it was just too late. Well, that snow finally melted, and this was our second snow. So with this one, as soon as it finished snowing, I'm like, I'm going out there and I'm going to get this done. So Dale snapped a few photos. Now I'm taking an acrylic block that I use for stamping, and I'm putting some Distress Oxide ink down onto the block, and then I'm spritzing it with a little bit of water. Now the colors that I'm using are Tumbled Glass and Salvage Patina. So this is really simple mixed media. If you're new to mixed media, this would be a great way to start, is using some of your inks and blotting them down onto the paper. So what I want to do is kind of go along the edge of where that other pattern paper is going to rest. And I'm just giving this a little backdrop here. It looks like I need a little bit more up at the top because I have a gap. So I will repeat this process, rubbing some more ink onto my block, spritzing it with water, and then tapping it down onto the cardstock. Now, I did not treat this cardstock with any gesso. It's not any watercolor paper. This is just regular white cardstock. Speaking of cardstock, I buy all of my cardstock in bulk on Amazon. I get this big pack of 12 by 18 sheets. It's really thick cardstock, and then I cut them down to 12 by 12, and then I also have a leftover piece that I can make a top folding A2 size card, and then a little strip even after that. So I think it's a really good value to do that. Okay, I drew a little pencil line of where that paper is going to sit, because now I want to bring out the 49 in market rub-ons that were included in the kit. And I want to bring out all the ones that were snowflakes. So I'm going to cut these apart and just kind of lay them down. Now, looking back, I wish I would have let the paper dry just a little bit more before I started adding the rub-ons. The rub-ons do adhere, but there was a few that were a little bit iffy, so I should have let that dry just a little bit more. So that's a tip for you if you are going to add the rub-ons. So I'm cutting out I took 2 of the larger snowflakes and put them on the ends, and then I'm going to go in with a single snowflake, and then I will look through the rub-ons and see what else I can find. I like to use my Cricut tools to just rub these on. I find that this gives me a larger area than sometimes just the little wooden stick that they usually give you. So this works very well for adhering these rub-ons. I will do most of the rub-ons off camera, but I just wanted to show you a little bit of the process, and you'll notice I had to go back in and rub a few more times as I was peeling it up, and that's because my paper was a little bit wet. So if it was drier, it would have adhered better. So now I have that beautiful snowflake border. In the end, a lot of that's going to get covered up, but we know it's there. You watched me do it. It's so pretty. Now I'm taking the stencil that was included in the kit this month. This is from Simple Stories, and I am going to bring in my ink dauber, and I'm finding the one for tumbled glass. I do have a video on my YouTube channel about these ink daubers and how I store them. If you're interested in that, I can leave that link down below in the description box. All right, so I've got the tumbled glass and I'm rubbing it in, and this is just going to add another level of detail and going to be so pretty on this layout. So the My Creative Scrapbook has so many different kits. This is the main kit that I'm using. There's also a limited edition kit, which is a little bit more like vintagey. Then there's a creative kit, there's an album kit. So there's several different styles of kits that are available on the My Creative Scrapbook website. And if you're not a subscriber, I encourage you to subscribe to their kits. They're wonderful. So I'm really happy with these kits. In fact, this is the main kit, but I love the limited edition kit so much that I purchase it and create with it as well. Let's see here. So I have all of this down. Oh, I wanted to tell you that I was inspired by a sketch that I recently saw from Allison Davis. She has a 25 days of Christmas sketches that she just released in December. And so I was inspired by sketch number 24. I can't show you that sketch because it is paid content, but I will leave a link down below to the website where you can purchase that sketchbook if you're interested. Her sketches are wonderful. And in fact, the 25 days of Christmas sketches, there's 25 pages, but it's actually, when you print it, it's 50 because she gives you a single page layout idea and a double page layout idea. I'm just doing a single page because I just have 2 photos to document this event. So I went ahead and took the ink dauber and dabbed a little bit of ink around the edges just to give that more of like a wintry feel. So I've got that done. And now I'm ready to start adhering and putting things together on my page. I like to use this liquid tacky glue, and I picked this up on Amazon, but you can also get the refills at Walmart. And so a lot of times when I'm in Walmart, I will add another tacky glue to my cart and just refill my bottle. But the little bottle there that I have, that is from Amazon, and I think they come in a pack of 3. Mine is well loved. I use it all the time, and so I think it's great, and it never clogs. So I love that about it too. All right, so I have this adhered down. Doesn't it look super pretty? This paper is gorgeous. This simple vintage flannel is what it's called. All right, I did back my photos with one of the pattern papers, and you'll notice here, this little piece, I cut it. So it said Hello Winter, and then it had like this little decorative element, and I just cut out the Hello Winter, and then I still want to use the other piece of it up there at the top. So that was one of the pieces of ephemera that came in the kit. Now, this is a cut file that I got off of the My Creative Scrapbook website. Once you're a member, you receive a code and you have access to all of the cut files that have ever been used from My Creative Scrapbook. So I scrolled and scrolled until I found one that had snowflakes. And so I think I might use the negative portion or the other portion on another layout, but I wanted to use these snowflakes along this edge here. So I'm taking my Cricut tool here and I'm just going to pull these off. I think I want 3 big ones, and then I will fill in with the medium and the smaller sized snowflakes. But doesn't that look really pretty and so wintry? I have to tell you, when I was shoveling, I think it was the negative temperatures, because when I came in from shoveling, I remember I could not feel my fingers. And Dale thought I was exaggerating and being a little dramatic, which I might have been, but I couldn't feel my fingers. It didn't seem like it was hard to shovel. The snow was really light, but it was so cold. But I still liked it because I'm always in for a workout or up for a workout, and shoveling snow helped me get in some steps, and it's a little bit of a workout, so free workout on my driveway. All right, so I am gluing down these snowflakes, and I'm just putting a little bit of glue in the center because I want these snowflakes to kind of pop up, you know, just not be glued down flat to the layout. It's going to give it a little bit of extra dimension. So I'm taking my fingers here and just kind of curling up the edges of the snowflakes, and I really like the way that looks. Okay, now I'm ready to start adhering my photos. So according to the sketch, they went a little something like this. Now, Allison's sketch did not have snowflakes. I believe she had like maybe candy canes and another wintry element, but you'll have to check out the sketches to see. This is just my interpretation of that sketch. And like I said, it was just used as inspiration to get me started. All right, now I want to bring in that Hello Winter. Oops, sorry about that. I bumped my camera, and so I'm a little bit off here. I have this new glass mat. This is from Glassboard Studio, and I absolutely love it. They have this new size. It's a scrapbooking size, so it's really made for two 12x12 layouts to fit. But I thought it would be great for me. I don't do a lot of double page layouts, but it allows me to put the 12x12 page on one side, and then I've got lots of room to work on the other. So I will leave a link listed down below in the description box as well for that. If you use my coupon code, you can receive 15% off of your order. It is magnetic as well, so I have used it for like other times I've put a stencil on my mat. It's good for that, so I like that. This was one of the stickers that I pulled off the sticker sheet, and it's a little tag, and it says forecast snow, snow, and more snow. I also pulled a couple wordy bits, and I'm placing them under the photo. One says, "Every day I'm shoveling," which makes me think of that song, "Every Day I'm Hustling." And then frostbitten fun. So I thought those were perfect for this layout. Okay, now I'm bringing in something that I picked this up off Amazon a while back. I don't use it very often, but it's this shimmer spray. And oh my goodness, I wish the camera would pick up what this actually does. It doesn't look like anything when I'm spraying it, and I'm going to try to show you, but it is so glittery and shimmery, and it looks like snow. So that is going to wrap up today's layout. If you've enjoyed this video, please hit that thumbs up. If you're new, I hope you'll subscribe and come back. I will leave links to the My Creative Scrapbook website as well as the Facebook page, where you can find lots of inspiration to use your kit. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll catch you in the next video. Bye!